My name is David. I live in Port Douglas. I've been a student at Nancy and a member of this community for a couple of years. If you're a new member, please accept our wholehearted welcome. If you have any questions about our practices and topics, we're all here to help. If you're a regular, welcome back. We begin our meeting by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we walk, study, and live. Local to me, it is the Kuku Yalanji people of the Daintree. At Nantien, it is the Woody people of the Darawal Nation. It's pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. The check-in sessions have been developed by our communities, a practice team, and the entire community. These sessions aim to provide space and to develop a reflective practice in response to the changing environments in which we are living in. Guided by humanistic Buddhism, we would like to cultivate our practice and build memorable friendships. Venerable Juewei returns to the facilitator's chair this week. I'm delighted to welcome back Venerable, who will be presenting on Defiance. A warm welcome back to Venerable Juewei.
Thank you so much, David. And happy Easter Sunday and happy Buddha's birthday to one and all. Today is the perfect day to be exploring the topic of defiance, because it is the day Jesus the Christ defied death about 2,000 years ago, and the Buddha also defied the cycle of birth and death over 2,500 years ago. Hence, I decided that an ideal topic for us to explore today shall be defiance. But I do not wish to disobey our usual order of things. So let's begin with a short check-in meditation. So wherever you are, get into a comfortable position and gently close your eyes. Feel your body relaxing as we start from the top of our head, relaxing our forehead, eyes, our cheeks, our neck muscles. Feel the weight of our shoulders dropping, upper arms, lower arms, hands and fingers. Relax. Relax our back muscles. Feel our vertebral column relaxing, but still keeping a straight back. Relax our thigh muscles, calf muscles, feet and toes. Allow the body to relax. Gradually bring your attention to the tip of your nose. And let's spend the next few moments watching every in-breath and out-breath. Just watching without any need to control or to judge. But just watching and appreciating our breath for 1 minute. Thank you for spending the moment to calm things down in your mind before I stir them up again for you. When you're ready, please feel free to come back to the moment and gently open your eyes. Defiance is defined as a refusal to obey something or someone. Is there anyone here who has never defied a parent, a partner, a teacher, a supervisor, or a friend before? I assume that most of us in this Zoom session, if not all, must have had some experience deliberately going against expectations, sometimes gleefully so. There's very little that a Buddhist nun can tell you about that kind of defiance that you do not already know. However, these days, since the passing of Venerable Master, I have been pondering the defiance of great people, such as the Buddha and the Venerable Master himself. How is their defiance different from mine? One obvious difference is that they defied their parents, elders, or others because of their selfless beliefs, whereas I disobeyed because of my self-centered wishes. Prince Siddhartha would not be persuaded back to his comfortable life in the palace and his loving family because of his ardent wish to escape the existential suffering of old age, sickness, and death, not just for himself, but for all sentient beings. The late Venerable Master Xingyun would not give in to poverty, but insisted on building sanctuaries for people to experience the Dharma. The Buddha defied the caste system to express equality of all sentient beings. Venerable Master opposed conservative Buddhist orthodoxy to promote humanistic Buddhism so as to give joy to all. For those of you who are interested, I recommend you read Master's Buddha Dharma, Pure and Simple, to get an idea of how he redefined the Dharma to express the hopefulness of humanistic Buddhism. For example, by reordering birth, old age, sickness, and death into old age, sickness, death, and rebirth. Besides their magnanimity, another difference between the defiance of these sages and me is that their disobedience stems from prajna wisdom, while mine stems from ignorant attachment. They started from a point of sufficiency, whereas I start from a position of lack. Because of this false sense of lack, I want more, and more. Whereas in my encounters with the Venerable Master, he never found himself having insufficient time or funds. Most of us in his circumstances would surely consider ourselves in dire straits. Yet, he never stopped to look for ways to give others what they want. His wisdom used conditions to create win-win solutions. He opposed the patriarchal system and created equal opportunities for women in the Sangha without disadvantaging the monks. His entrepreneurship led to not-for-profit newspapers, TV station, tea houses, schools, and more. At this point, let me leave these thoughts with you. That the wise ones demonstrate with their lives how they defied self-centeredness for the sake of the greater good. It also defied any sense of personal inadequacy for the sake of others. Now, let's turn our thoughts inwards into ourselves. Are you rebelling against anything or anyone right now? If so, what is it? Can you dig deep into your psyche to ask why you are defying the order of things? Perhaps in your breakout group, ask one another why again and again to see if we can identify the underlying causes. With this, I'd like to hand you back to David, our host, to take us into our breakout rooms. I'll see you after the breakout room. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable Juewei. Now it's over to you, dear community. We would like you to reflect on the following question. What are you rebelling against? Why? We will be placed in groups to share and discuss. In the discussion, we recommend you spend some time getting to know each other and then exploring the question. There will be some Zoom notifications, but feel free to allow the flow of your discussions to guide you. Our sessions are guided by metta, which is unconditional love and kindness for all sentient beings. Let's use these breakout sessions to express and receive metta to and from one another. Take time to pause, share, and listen. We also ask you to share some of your findings with a larger group at the end of the discussion. Now, let's go to the breakout rooms for rich and nourishing discussions. Enjoy and see you all back in 15 minutes.
So welcome back, everyone, and thank you, David, and thank you, Priscilla. So please feel free to share in the chat stream any thoughts that you have gathered in your breakout groups. And I think I'll just spend about a minute to see what we've got in our chat stream. So, wow. So Lai Chin started us off with Mara as prisoner's victim of anger, and rebellion turns to anger. So, and we know anger cannot be seized by anger, but it's seized by loving kindness. Also good. And be diligent as part of morality in living harmony, like blending milk with water. Thank you. And Liam tells us that defiance seems like a very extreme reaction to perceived oppression. Like I've been pulling a rubber band back for so long that when finally you rebel. Yeah, great. Well, we don't have very much time. We'll get to your chat stream chats later if you have time during the plenary, but please post them so that they can go into our poster later in the weeks ahead. And I return the session. But before I return it back to David, I just want to invite everyone to use this opportunity to recalibrate yourself, the discussions and all. And it leaves me now to wish everyone a happy rebirth day on Easter Sunday and also on Buddha's birthday that we are celebrating this couple of months. Over to you, David. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable, and thank you to all. For anyone who may be experiencing a greater need than what today could offer, please get in touch with us and you can reach out to the professional organizations on the screen. Next week, Chris Zaslavsky will be presenting for the 50 to 69-year-olds as we return to our intergenerational learning series. Join us as the final generation of the series shares wisdom and questions from their experiences of this world we live in. And an exciting announcement. The Humanistic Buddhism Special Interest Group will have its first online meeting on this Tuesday, 11th of April, 3 to 4 p.m. Researchers and students of Humanistic Buddhism are all invited to attend. And if you're applying for a scholarship to study at NTI, you're especially invited. The link will be shared in the chat box. This is a great opportunity if you have any interest in Humanistic Buddhism. For now, as we check out today, Let's dedicate all the goodness that we have brought here today to each other and whomever may be in need.
Let us now dedicate the goodness of what you have done to all living beings. May kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity pervade all worlds. May we cherish and build affinities to benefit all beings. May Chan, Pure Land, and precepts inspire equality and patience. May our gratitude and humility give rise to great vows.
Thank you, Venerable Juewei, for your sharing today. And thank you to Lai Chun, our IT wizard, for keeping things running smoothly. And of course, thank you all for being here today. We'll start our plenary shortly, so please stay around if you have time. Otherwise, see you again next Sunday at 11 a.m.